Look at this vase. It's definitely Italian, probably not Batosi. The design almost gives it a Native American look. Let's see if it's marked.
Hello everyone, it's Tiffany with Thrifting Vegas. I shop at thrift stores, estate sales, garage sales, and discount stores for items I can resell for profit on online platforms like eBay, Poshmark, and OfferUp.
It's Sunday afternoon. The boys are watching football, so I wanted to bring you thrifting with me. We are at Goodwill, so let's go in and see what they have. Let's go thrifting. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Today we are going to shop the shelves at Goodwill, see what we can find, and then right after our shopping trip in my haul, I'll show you what I found and offer everything to you for sale. Let's go inside and see what they have. It's a new week, and that means there's a new color tag of the week where everything marked with that color price sticker is 50% off the marked price. Here is the sign, and our new color tag of the week is gray. Let's head on back to the hard goods section and see what we can find. The aisles are empty and the shelves are full, just the way I like it. So let's start over here in the figurines and collectibles. The first thing I've spotted is a flower. It's ceramic. It looks like one of the anthropology flowers they pop on their lovely vases. Oh, but it is massively chipped there. A whole missing petal. That's such a shame. That will have to stay where it is on the shelf. What I am looking for here is items that I can buy for a few dollars and resell at market value, hopefully many dollars more. This looks like a project piece, a plate with some violas or little pansies on there. Pretty piece. I'm not sure that would appeal to my customers. I love the pattern on this, but it has a chip on the edge. It's just made to look old. A planter. Here's a vase. This is a florist piece, the kind you'd receive a bunch of flowers in. Inexpensive. Oh, look, a giraffe on a giraffe. Look how cute he is. Absolutely adorable. I think he's soapstone. The price is a mystery because the tag is rather mangled there, but I'm going to assume he's just a couple of dollars and he will go safely onto the blanket in my cart. Let's keep going here. There's a tray. Let's have a look at this plate. I think it is, yes, a collector plate. And underneath, a Hallmark green Christmas tree serving plate for $15. Trivets here. Those are quite vintage. Lots of blue pieces. It's a little barn. That's interesting. I think it's just decorative. Bunnies. I'm always lifting things up, moving things around, making sure I see everything. Here's a Funko Pop, gold Captain America. I don't think this one is very desirable. Some of them are much more desirable in their original box, obviously. Here's a Nativity. I have a Nativity in my inventory. It's been there almost a year, which really surprises me because it's a lovely one. Available on thriftingvegas.com. We saw these hand-painted plates last time. Lovely little saucer here. It's $3. I think I'm going to pop this piece into the cart and keep my fingers crossed that we can find its matching teacup over in the mug section. Let's remember to look for that. Back here is a little dish with butterflies. I think this is home coat, part of a set of 4. It's quite faded, a chip on the side, so we'll leave it. The boxer dogs we saw in the last video, still here, still $10. Some picture frames. Ooh, this looks like Cirque du Soleil. This one I think is Mystère, $8. I don't know that there's a big demand for those, and the reason I say that is I bought a lot of clothing, Cirque du Soleil, at a garage sale a couple of years ago, and they are still sitting in my Poshmark store. So yeah, we'll leave that. This is a Toyo plate. Ooh, $13. They don't sell very well, if at all, and that's just about retail price. More plates up here. Always be mindful of whatever you buy and make sure that it's selling through well, in demand in the marketplace. Otherwise, you're going to find that you have a lot of pieces sitting in inventory. This is interesting. It's quite heavy. It looks old. $8. I'm not sure what it is. It looks like it's missing a few parts. Candle holders. Sugar canisters, some crystal here. Bells just don't sell ever so well for me. Quite a few piggy banks. It looks like someone donated their collection. These are wonderful. I absolutely love mine. I use it all the time. It's a garlic grater. It's pottery, ceramic. See all those little raised bumps? You rub your garlic clove over those and it grates it into this lovely, fantastic mush that you can use for cooking. This looks like Holt Howard. I think it's just in the style of a Holt Howard flower frog. $2. You can arrange your flowers in it, in or outside of a vase. Little figurines. Let's see, there is a lot going on this shelf here. All sorts of different bits. There's a Starbucks bag, that's handy. $8, a bit too much for me for resale, so that will stay. We got bunnies and candles and spun glass. Day of the Dead pieces. A Buddha. Little trinket tray, vanity tray, a modern piece. Sometimes it's very difficult to distinguish vintage pieces from modern replicas these days because the style is very popular. So companies are going to reproduce popular styles that sell for them. This looks like it's missing a handle or a lid. Ooh, look at this lovely tile. That's absolutely gorgeous. 70 cents. You could use it as a trivet or frame it, pop it on the wall, use a plate hanger and hang it. That's fantastic. I love the colors. Let's keep going. One more section in the figurines on this side. All sorts of glass. This is a salt dip. I think it's missing a lid on there. What else? Bowls, more candles over here. Trays. That looks like a pomegranate. It's quite fun. Made in India. More little individual salt dips. Little vase. Moving slowly to make sure we see everything. That swirled vase was here last time. Lots and lots of crystal and glass. Here we are in the vases, planters and florals. One of my very favorite sections here in Goodwill. It's very colorful today. All sorts of silks. Oh, look at this. This is a party light piece, their mosaic line. It's really difficult to find these in good condition. Usually they are cracked or the mosaic colors are peeling, but this one is in beautiful shape. So I'm going to go out of the box and pop that into the cart. We'll keep going. There's also other pieces, candle snuffers in that line, so we'll keep an eye out. That one's quite pretty. Loss of gold, and it's quite sharp on the edge there, so we'll leave it. In this section, I am looking for vintage pottery, vintage glass, Royal Hager, Indiana glass, anything unusual like this piece back here. This looks like it's been fired with horsehair on it. That's what all those little squiggles are. It's a drip glaze on the outside, beautiful green and white. I am not sure that it has a maker's mark, but it's very unique and I just love it. It almost looks Native American meets the 80s. And this piece is lovely too. Gold with green and brown. $3, glittery and sparkly, lovely for fall. We'll pop that in the cart as well. Lots of clear. It's a blue piece there. That might be, no, it's not. You can tell it's not recycled glass when you pick it up, and it's lightweight. Recycled glass has substantial weight to it and some wavy lines. So that's an easy way to identify it. We've got yellow and orange here. This is flash painted. You can see at the top the flash wearing off. Some cobalt flash. All sorts of little pottery pieces. I think those big orchids come in those pots. Here is another cobalt piece. It doesn't have the optic swirl that I love in the cobalt, so I'm going to leave that one on the shelf. Similar to the small pot we just picked up there. What else? Here's a ruffle top. I think this is amethyst glass. Let's see. Yes, can you see the beautiful amethyst red purpley color shining through the light? But when it's not in the light, it looks black. $3, super deal. We'll grab it. Look at this vase. It's definitely Italian, probably not Batosi. The design almost gives it a Native American look. Let's see if it's marked. Made in Italy, inked right on the bottom there. Unfortunately, no other marks. It's only $4. Let's get it into the cart. I'm going to be really thorough in the vases today. If you watched my last video, you'll know that last week, right here, we found an incredible set of 3 Caithness of Scotland art glass pieces, 2 bowls, and a feather pulled vase in blue. They were amazing. This is not for food use, and this poor bag is missing its glass handles there. I'll actually link the Caithness video at the end of this one on the end screen, so watch till the end and you will be able to click right through to it. Not much here today, unfortunately, but it's always worth checking. Oh, here's a ruffle here. Pink and white, very modern that. I love this finish. Little glass beads, it makes it look like sea glass. Sadly, that's all wearing off on the bottom. Here we are in the kitcheny bits, and I have spotted a glass decanter complete with stopper. It's unique because it's etched. It has a giraffe on one side, trees, and an elephant on the other. It's absolutely incredible. I've never seen one of these before. Let's find a safe spot for it in the cart. There we go. And see what else we can find. Usual canisters and jars. We've got grinders and a teapot. That's a pretty colour. Again, quite a modern piece. It's $5. Bowls and gravy boats. Beverage dispensers. I quite like this canister. This is vintage anchor hocking. They're Wexford pattern glass canisters. I absolutely love these. Ooh, it's $8. I use them for powder and Tide Pods in my laundry room. I actually think I have a couple extra, so instead of spending $8 on that one, I will bring mine out for the haul. Here's Temptations, a little Christmassy loaf pan, $4 on that piece. Travel tumblers and pitchers. Ooh, here's the polka dot and bow cookie jar that matches the plates and mugs. This is Mexican pottery, $4. Sadly, a massive chip on the front. Those of you who've bought plates and bow mugs from me have asked me to keep an eye out for these jars. I know there are a couple of you that want them. These were given away in a set as a giveaway from one of the casinos here in Vegas a few years ago. And the jar in particular are quite hard to find. Crystal here, not very high end. More canisters. Hiding in the travel tumblers is something you don't see very often. A sugar and creamer set actually taped together. Look at that. These are Indiana glass cranberry color. They're gorgeous. Only $4 for the set. Let's take those with us and to see what else we can find on this shelf. A massive pineapple cookie jar, skewer sets, and ice buckets. What is this? Condiment serving set. Those dishes must be quite shallow. Hearts. This looks like an inexpensive piece, quite lightweight. Jalapeno popper maker. Moving on to the next section. That's an enamelware kettle, massive chip in the enamelware. I'm seeing that a lot lately. So interesting how things come in waves. It's a little bottle, stand him up. I'm always on the lookout for Nordic Ware brand bake pans in this section. They often are hiding out on the bottom here. Oh, look at this massive mini muffin tin. I don't know that I've ever seen one that big. It's 2, 4, 6 across. And is that 10 down? I'm not sure that would even fit in my oven. We've circled back around to take a look at the other side of the collectible and figurine aisle. It's a pretty little trinket dish here, freesias with gold gilt. I think it's a Mikasa piece, only $3. These sell well for me, so that will go into the cart. Silver overlay in nice condition. It's $6. These tend to sit in my store, so I'm going to leave it. This is fabulous. A little fairy house. I think it's made in Ireland. It is $8, but I think there's still room for some profit there. I don't see those very often. So let's get that into the cart. Pop it down in the front here. And I've got my little trinket dish under my arm. Put that in as well. I think I saw a planter here. It's a wall hanging planter. You put the soil in and it hangs. That is rather fun. Down here is a big lidded tureen. Quite heavy. Glass dish. I like the reticulation around the edge. Quite plain otherwise though. I think that is a reproduction of a vintage piece. Fun little stack. We've got a pretty saucer on the top, a big console bowl, and a pottery console bowl on the bottom. Let's see, what else can we find? Here's a decorative pear plate. I think we saw that at the Rainbow Altar store the other week. Quite interesting how things move around. Another trinket dish, a little frog. Don't croak, get well quick. That's lovely. Obviously vintage, $3. We will grab that. Got vases and a ewer there. Sadly, super damaged again. Such a shame how these flower petals get chipped off. Transferware and a cup. Here in the metal section, this green glass caught my eye. This is a unique steampunk style toothbrush holder. You put your toothbrushes in the top there. Now, unfortunately, the center part is quite damaged and scratched up, so I think we're going to leave it. Two things caught my eye here in the lamp section. The first is this little fairy lamp night light. It's ceramic with transfer wear flowers all the way around. It's just lovely. It is on a rocker switch at the back there. I think these originally were sold in Sears. And the second thing, look, a fiber optic flower light, very vintage. It's 50-50 on whether these work. Sometimes they just need a new bulb, so we'll have to see. They have a testing station here at Goodwill, so we'll pop it in the cart and go see if it works. Here at Goodwill's electronics testing station, you can try out anything with a plug before you buy it. So let's pop our little fairy lamp down and plug it in. Wow, that is so cute. Absolutely love it. Lights up beautifully. Now, fingers crossed we have the same luck with our fiber optic flowers here. There we go. Now, sometimes, as I said, if these don't work, all they need is a new bulb. So let's plug that in. It's not working straight away. Do we need to turn any switch? No, it's not coming on. It is $8, but it's gray tag half off, so $4 on this piece. I think it's worth me taking home and seeing if I can get it to work with a new bulb. You are definitely going to want to stay for my haul right after this shopping trip, because I just found out that one of the pieces in my cart is worth $285. Before I leave the store, I like to check everything that I have picked up to make sure that it's going to make me a profit. And when I looked this piece up, I couldn't believe it. Wait till you see what it is. And here we go with a rundown of the top 5 best-selling items from my last haul. Coming in at number 5, the absolutely adorable little tractor ceramic salt and pepper shaker set. I paid $2 for them and sold them for $25. In the number 4 slot, the Guitar Mania by Westland collectible mini guitar in its original case. I paid $5 for it and I sold it for $40. At number 3, the absolutely adorable little Mexican pottery Talavera owl that I almost left on the shelf because of his broken tail. I paid $4 for him and sold him for $21. At number 2, the absolutely stunning Caithness of Scotland art glass trio, 2 bowls and a beautiful vase. I paid $38 for the set and I sold it for $201. And at number 1, the most popular item from my last haul, the stunning inlaid wood marquetry Italian tray. I paid $15 for it and I sold it for $130. If you've ever struggled to remove Sharpie pen when you want to preserve the maker's sticker on an item, stay tuned. That's coming up after the haul. But first, let's find out which item is worth $285. Here on my table is everything we found at Goodwill and a couple of bonus items I mentioned during the shopping trip. First, we have this incredible frog trinket dish. Beautiful vintage design. It says, "Don't croak, get well quick." It's absolutely lovely. I am asking $22. Next, the lovely Mikasa trinket dish with the gold trim. I believe these are freesias. They are satin and clear in relief. Absolutely lovely piece. I am asking $18. Our amazing little garlic crusher dish. I use mine all the time. I think I mentioned that. Super handy, easy to clean. Just a lovely piece. I am asking $16. Our flower frog in Holt Howard style. These are super duper handy to arrange flowers and get them standing up where you want them. You could use this in a bowl or on its own. Absolutely lovely. You just put water in there and your stems through the holes. I am asking $22. This beautiful drip glaze vase. I've sold these before. They sell well for me. I don't know if you can see. It's almost crystalline on the top. Lovely gold color with green and a reddish burgundy color. I am asking $18. Our little giraffe. So cute. I believe she is made of soapstone, just a stunning, stunning orange color with black designs. She is $14. I'm always excited to find these cookie jars that match the polka dot and bow plates that are so popular. I am asking $35 on the cookie jar, and I just brought the plates out to show you. I have 3 of them left available, so if you need a backup or you just want to display some pretty Christmas plates, these are $6 a piece. Let's jump over to our amazing Italian vase here. Look at these colors. The leaves are incredible. It does have a few little chips at the bottom, but considering its age and origin, I do think those are forgivable. A lovely piece. I am asking $35. And our horsehair vase. Look at the drip on this. The drips go down inside on one side, and the horsehair is fired into the piece here. Just gorgeous. It has a little bit of iridescence on some of the drips here. It doesn't have a maker's mark or a signature, surprisingly. I am asking $28. This piece is quite old. I can tell by the stretch marks in the glass and the little etched pieces in the ruffles here. It is amethyst. It looks black, but it's amethyst. If I hold it up to the light here, you can see the cranberry red shining through. It's just a lovely, lovely piece. I am asking $18. Let's move back here to the fairy house. Now the sticker says it's handmade in Ireland. I paid up for this $8, but the detail on it is just lovely. Really love the green of the mushroom or toadstool and the little door. is super. That says F-A-I-L-T-E, possibly fairy in Irish, maybe. If anybody knows, let me know. I am asking $28 on the fairy house. Let's move forward here to this stunning, stunning tile. Just beautifully glazed with lovely greens and blues. If this is your color palette, something like this would be beautiful on the wall. They do sell wall hanging tabs for plates and tiles, so easy peasy, you can pop it on the wall. I'm not familiar with this mark, but I am asking $18 on the tile. Party Light, one of my favorite designs by them, and this one is in unusually perfect condition. Usually these little colored tiles are peeling and cracked, and there are often some bruises in the glass, but this one looks like it has been unused since purchase. Really beautiful mosaic piece, and I wanted to bring out the candle snuffer I have to show you as well. This piece is $20, this one $15. Just a lovely set by Party Light. Oh, I have 3 brooches here I wanted to show you. This one is a Starburst Gold Tone by Sarah Coventry. It is signed there. This one is purple and pink. The pink you see here is enameled. All of these are just fashion pieces, no precious stone value. There's the back of this piece, and this one is gold and pearl tone. Very elegant style, but again, just a costume or fashion piece. I am asking $14 a piece on the pins. Back here we have Indiana glass, gorgeous cranberry creamer set. Again, if I hold up to the light here, look at that color, just stunning. It's difficult to find the sets these days, especially with no damage. These are in perfect condition. I am asking $24 on the set. Back here, absolutely gorgeous little night light. I was so excited that the bulb was intact inside and working. No damage to this piece. I am asking $35. Now, sadly, as we saw in the store, the lovely vintage fiber optic flower lamp is not working. But I took the tape off, and this little insert has the bulb on the end, and it does look to me like it's burnt out. So I'm going to order a new bulb, and together we will see if this piece can be brought back to working order in a future video. It's absolutely lovely. It looks to be in great condition. I only paid $4 for it, so it was absolutely worth taking a chance. In working condition, these sell for between $35 and $75 depending on the style. A couple of pieces mentioned here. We found the lovely anchor hocking Wexford jar at Goodwill, but they wanted $8 for it. Now I have a couple in my inventory. As I mentioned, I use these in my laundry room for Tide Pods and OxyClean laundry soap, all little bits. And I have a little small one that I put everything I find in the kids' pockets from Chris's pockets. I put them in the jar. So when I get, Mum, where's my, I know where it is. I am asking $20 a piece on the jars. One more thing I wanted to bring to show you is this lovely dark amber brown themed finger vase. Now it does have a bruise on the bottom here. Just there. It's a bruise. You can't tell when it's upright or it has flowers in it on display. But this piece is $28. Last but not least, our sleeper. This amazing decanter with the giraffe on one side, the trees, and the lovely elephant on the other took me by surprise. I did a Google search in the store while I was checking over all the items, and to my surprise, this is what I found. Can you believe that recent sale on Etsy? $285. It's a beautiful piece. The etching is lovely. It's numbered on the bottom, just there. It does need a bit of a washout. That's some residue in there. It has its original stopper, which is also numbered. Just a lovely piece. It's about 7 inches tall. And goodness, I think unless I get an offer here, I'm going to be putting it up on Etsy. If you would like to purchase this or any item you see here, please send me an email, thriftingvegas.tiffany@gmail.com. Please include your name, your address, the item you're interested in, and your offer. As I always say, if you fall in love with something, please consider offering a few dollars over asking price to give yourself the best chance at winning the item. If you've been enjoying past videos, please hop over to thriftingvegas.com. That's my store where you will find items that are still available video by video. If you go to collections, click into there, you'll see thumbnails, and inside the thumbnails are items that are still available from that haul. Coming up is a really useful tip on how to remove Goodwill Sharpie from an item when you want to preserve the maker's sticker. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, stay through to the end screen where there are links where you can watch some more of my videos. When you're lucky enough to find beautiful vintage art glass at your thrift store, you want to be really careful how you remove the Sharpie pricing, because you'll want to preserve the maker's sticker. Not only does preserving the maker's sticker add value to your piece, but it also lets future generations know its identity. The ink pens that Goodwill and other thrift stores use are intentionally difficult to remove unless you know a simple trick. Some of you have suggested magic eraser, alcohol swabs, or even soaking in water, but I have found the easiest way is a dry erase marker. All you're going to do is, with your marker, scribble over the Sharpie or ink until it loosens from the glass. And wipe it clean. Let's see that again. Magic. This set is by the maker Caithness of Scotland. Vintage pieces. There are 2 bowls and a vase. Absolutely stunning pulled glass. Look at the colors in that. And the insides are green.